Hi, I'm gonna play a premier draft of Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths. I haven't played this set for a while. I think it's an interesting set, fun to play. Perhaps good cycling decks are too powerful. I think you uh, when you meet such deck in arena, uh, you feel like you're being punished for the crimes you didn't commit because you didn't really have a chance to uh, counter draft something to interrupt your opponent in some way at drafting stage. So they were on drafting on another table. So it's not your fault that they end up with all the powerful cycling cards, and the games aren't that fun to play because this is the archetype that isn't very interactive. You can play your game, try to beat them, and they just cycle cards, and then Zenith flare to your face. So it's hard to race if you don't play black discard spells or blue counter spells. You can't do anything with it. So that is, in my opinion, the main flaw of this set. Mm, Good cycling decks are not that fun to play against. The games aren't that interactive, and they're just too powerful, I think. But besides that, I think this set has some interesting mechanics and is overall fun to play. So mm, let's start. Like I said, I haven't played it uh, for some time, so maybe I will need some refreshing, rereading the cards. But I'll try to provide some comments anyway, and if my time for a given pick will be running out, maybe I will lose my train of thought and focus on drafting. So this is nice uncommon. I don't think this land is worth first picking. It's of course very nice if you're in any two color combination of this. So another nice red card that is good in cycling decks. This one is nice too, and I think Naturalist is also nice. These are the three best cards in my opinion, and I'm gonna go with Uncommon, which is powerful as a 6/4 first strike creature, and has a nice option of cycling it and giving first strike in combat. So it's a powerful uncommon. So I don't think you can pull off that one. Seas are nice in cycling decks, but it's I think this card is quite narrow. This one is cool in rule, and this one in cycling. These two. Essence Scatter is good. Gust of Wind is nice. And I think that's about it. I'm gonna go with a very good card in my first color, so it's a nice tiebreaker if I considered something else, but maybe it's just the best card overall. Essence Scatter, these two uncommons and two white commons were really nice too. So Mythos is very good, and I can try to splash black just to enable this close and this last sentence. And perhaps splash some black removal or something, maybe two black cards and enabling this last sentence. This is a nice black card, and Marmoset is a good card in my color so far. But I think I'm gonna go with Mythos, which is a powerful rare card, so I'm not gonna pick a common that maybe will come back, or I'll get another chance to get a copy. Now we've got interesting choice because all the three uncommons are very nice. Maybe C's are quite narrow, like I said, so, and these are just good in every deck that is in their color. And maybe this Marmoset, the time has come, but no, I think I'm just gonna go with a good white card, and this is better than Marmoset. I think maybe it's on par with this call, but we've got a tiebreaker of having a nice white card already, so perhaps at this stage I can try to just be Boros, not necessarily cycling deck, maybe some payoffs for cycling, but not all-in cycling deck. So Officer will be nice. There is an option to splash Enforcer, but I don't think it's a good splash. It's a very good card in Orzhov, but I don't really like splashing 2-drops. If I want to splash something, it will better be a very good mid-game, late-game card. So here we have Wars Booster, because my main two colors are quite bad here. I'm not looking to play 3/1 vanilla creature or this aura and blazing volley, so I think I'm gonna assume that blue might be open, and maybe I will pivot. These red cards were two first picks, so okay, now I think maybe red is open after all, because first two pick are more random than later picks, which signal what my opponents are. These opponents that are passing me packs. What are they trying to build? But maybe this booster had just weak white and red cards from the beginning, because Flame Spill is also a huge signal that red might be open. Finder is a nice card. Maybe not necessarily in Boros, but I don't have Boros, good Boros cards anyway. So I think this is nice, this one is nice. And maybe Memory Leak if I would want to force a cycling deck, but I don't think it's coming together that well already, so I'm gonna go with Farfinder, and maybe splashing black will be easier later, so enabling Mythos can be my goal. And Marmoset seems cool, but I don't have that many cycling cards, and I'm not forcing this archetype, so I think I'm gonna go with fixing for now and landed also cycles. It's nice, and this is a common, so maybe I will get some copies anyway. Tactician. So I got some cycling payoffs. Rescuer. Maybe I will pick some Marmosets and not enough cards with cycling, but 3 are nice already. Maybe I will get some more later. Like I said, I'm not trying to force all-in cycling and all-in cycling deck. I don't like that idea, but a Boros, aggressive Boros deck with some cycling synergy sounds nice for me, so I don't think I want to play Pyroceratops, but it's the best pick out of these cards anyway. And I'm gonna just take a 1 mana cycling. If I have a Triumph, maybe some rare case of casting this for 2 mana will happen, but I'm not counting on it, so I don't think I'm gonna play them anyway. And here we have a cool last pick, because I think I'm gonna play this card. So this is a nice creature, but I'm not gonna pivot into black just for this. I don't have that many white cards, but 1, 2, they are quite powerful. I'm not that I'm not married to white at this point, but this black pick isn't that good for me to want to pivot. Flame Spill is very nice. Removal spell pacifism is also very good, so I think I'm gonna stay with Flame Spill, but They're both in my main two colors anyway, and maybe here I can speculate on this sovereign if I have a triumph, because there's nothing too exciting anyway. I could take maybe Archipelago and have Izzet as an option because I have more good red cards than white cards. But this way Azorius is an option if I'm cut up red. And splashing 2-drops, I said that I don't want to do this, but this is just a good late game card anyway, so splashing bomb to 2-drops is another story. Here we have an interesting choice, because Zenith Flare might be good in my deck, but maybe it will be available after wheeling to me, because I don't think anyone is going into Boros, and Mythos is just a powerful card that I have already blue mana for it, and if I'm in Boros it's a very powerful card, so Zenith Flare isn't better, and even until you're a very dedicated cycling deck. So here I don't like anything that much. This is powerful, but I don't think it fits my deck that well. Maybe weaponize the monsters. I lost to these cards a few times, and I think it can be powerful, just it's not fitting my style. I don't look to play it too often, so here we have another interesting choice. I don't think splashing black for Whisper is worth it. Maybe I will play this Mythos without black mana and just focus on enabling blue. I have Vixen already, so there's an option to splash Heron, but I think I'm gonna stay in my colors for now, and Poke Part is also quite powerful. Probably a little worse. Heron, or maybe a lot. Not a little worse, just worse. Maybe not a lot, not a little. So these two cards are quite cool. I don't have that many creatures for now, but some of them are human, but less than half, so that's not too bad. And these two cards are very nice for my deck. I think I'm gonna go with Moloch. I think I have enough cards with cycling for it to be worth it. But the Pacifism is a very good card, and I'm already passing the second copy, so that's not good, but I think I prefer Moloch at this point. So fight spell with cycling for 1 mana is very good for my deck. So this is an easy pick, I think, here. This is nice in cycling decks, but I think I prefer enabling cycling at this point than getting payoffs, so Will of the All Hunter is also nice. So here we have some cards that I don't want to play anyway, so if I'm desperate I can play, or maybe it will come together that I will have so many non-creature spells. And Zenith Flare, just like I thought that it might come back to me, it came, so nice. I will count my cycling cards and maybe it will come together. So I don't think I'm gonna play this one, but it's still the best card here, so let's take it. And I prefer a creature, non-human creature, for some of my mutate creatures than this card that I would be taking mostly for cycling, and 2 mana cyclers aren't that appealing anyway. So here we have nice card and a card with 2 mana cycling, so if it's not in my colors I'm not gonna be happy about it. Divine Arrow is quite nice. This cycler is nice if I have cycling payoffs, but Crystalline Giant is just I think we can call it a bomb, because it's a very good deal for just 3 mana. It's a 3 colorless mana. A 1 mana cycler that is in my colors is also a nice option, so we have some nice options here. Excuse me. Okay. I'm gonna go with a second fight spell. Okay, so maybe someone is getting that busted Celestia Vigilance deck. And what can I do here? Because some very nice options for me. Tappers are very good in dedicated cycling decks, and I think I'm at the point where when I can call my deck a dedicated cycling, maybe not all in, but dedicated cycling deck. And we have Narset, which is an option for me because I have some reasons to splash blue anyway, and I got fixing, I got Farfinder, so it looks promising, but I have some cards in my main colors that are also very nice, and Narset isn't that busted. Maybe skipping this option is... yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a Smasher. So at this point I think I'm not gonna pass Zenith Flare and risk it. And there's no busted card that will would make me consider speculating on Zenith Flare coming back after a wheel. This can be nice in my deck, but it's nothing I'm gonna miss that much, and if someone takes that Zenith Flare, I'll be very unhappy. So now I get 17 creatures, 5 humans, fight as 1. Looks kinda promising. This one is nice, but I don't want to splash black just for it. Maybe this one. Okay, maybe let's try this approach. And maybe I'm at the point that I can count on having 3 cycled spells, and given this double strike and at this point this becomes very nice. So here I don't want to pass 1 mana cycler. I passed this card a few times already, and maybe now it's time to just take it. And maybe I will take some copies, some more copies from now. I don't want to play this. I don't want to splash Capture Sphere, even if I'm splashing blue. And here is the only card I can consider playing. Maybe I will cut it, but nothing else appealing here. And 2 cards I considered earlier came back. Maybe now it's time for this one. This has 1 mana cycling, so it's nice. Oh, I have another copy, so they came back. So I'm even happier with taking 1 serpent. Having a way to kill my opponent out of nowhere. And I don't think I'm gonna play this one, even if I have some creature spells. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I will be building my deck in the next movie, the next video.